David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mack. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Hill.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throwing, Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just... shot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Maiava. Fires to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's got it on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Mosley. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
It's caught downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's fourth and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give on the counter. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They go to the counter. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the run, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jordan. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. Got it. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Working that wide receiver screen. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They march 72 yards, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Running to the left. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell. Caught near the sideline, it's Rodgers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. And here comes the offense on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Bowman. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
The Trojans are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete on the left to Williams.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. The run inside. It's Jordan. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Russell. Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Russell. He's got him. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Again, it's Russell. Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Russell. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Up and ready to kick off this second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. They'll go right back to him. There's a crease. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Mosley. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. In the red area, it's Miller. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sends it off on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Maiava. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they forced a 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Black 14! Black 14!
Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Russell unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodgers.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go play action with Russell. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the field. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
27 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Using his legs, it's Jordan. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Miller. There's some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll run it on the counter. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Trojans will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple of scores, I think you're just kind of free. And like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Running inside. It's Hill. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Pulls it in. It's Jenkins. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Bowman. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The run inside. It's Miller. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. Spins away from the defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keelan Russell. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And they'll take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.